Americans are missing out. Hey guys, and welcome back to my channel. And you may be wondering, who is this? I swear that Tessa fell off the face of the earth because she hasn't uploaded in like months. Well, here's your answer. So I was at a fair and I was vlogging and I was like, guys, this is gonna be such a cool video. I've never done this before for a video, even though we go every single year. And then guess what happened? So I went on a ride with my phone in my pocket, and it must have fell off during the ride because it was like one of those rides that go whoo, and then like whoo. It's really strange. It was like doo doo doo. What is that song? But anyways, apparently it fell out of my pocket in the process of me screaming at this guy, "Yo, how's it going?" So, yeah, and that's what happened. And then, must have fell out of my pocket, and my dad apparently heard these girls like, "Ooh, what's this? Okay, that's cool." Must have stuck it in their pocket or something. Haven't seen it since. I've texted it, I've done everything to get onto it, but can't do anything about it. So here I am on my mom's phone recording a video. So I am actually saving up to get a new phone. I have $10 so far. So let's see how that goes. Now let's just get right on to the video. So what I'm doing for this video is I am going to tell you some strange dreams. I have 2 dreams to tell you today, and they are creepy and weird. The second one has a little gore in it, so if you don't like hearing gore or anything like that, please just skip either the parts that have gore in them or just skip the whole second thing, please. So anyways, this first dream started, I have this fun fair thing, that's what we call it at our school, and basically what you do there is you have a lot of fun. So yeah, but this time it's usually hosted at our school, but this time apparently in place of our school there was a mansion that we were booked for or something like that. But it wasn't like somewhere else. No, it was like right where our school used to be. But it was like bigger than our school. But somehow it fit in the yard of our school. Instead of it being in a different place, it was all over the place, basically. It was the only place we could go to until the last part of the dream. So, as a normal person would do, I walked in the back of my school because that's how you get in, even though we didn't get in until like the second part of the dream. So I walked up to the school and there was a weird photographer like at the side of my school, and I was like, oh, okay, we must be taking pictures. This photographer was weird because we always had to go back and forth, like you could never just get one picture. You would always have to line up. So there was 2 lines on each side. There was one girl. Even though this half of the stream was in first person, I didn't see her face, which was kind of creepy. So I was in the back of the line, and my friend was just ahead, which is Riley from the 3 a.m. video. If you don't know, then go watch it. But anyways, let me continue with the story. So she was right in front, like 2 people in front, and it was weird because I don't know. We were always together and she would have like run to me, but she didn't. So, she was just there. I was there, so I was like, "Hey, Riley," and she didn't say anything. So I just assumed maybe she didn't hear me. So then as I got up to the photographer, she took a picture. Then she didn't say anything, but naturally everyone else was going back in the line, so I went back in the line. Then I got distracted by something, I forget what, but yeah. And then I went inside and I realized that I had lost my phone, which was kind of weird, but I had lost my phone and I was like, okay, what happens now? And then my friend Lexi, which is from a different channel completely, she's been in some of my videos like the smoothie challenge and stuff like that. Go watch those videos and my vlog, of course. But what was weird about this was she pulled out an iPhone 5 from her pocket and she said, "Here, I called TELUS and told them that you were dead in order to get me a new phone." And that was kind of weird for me. But I never got that phone, right? And we talked for a while. I don't even know. And then I ran out and my mom was holding on to a string, okay, like rope. It was so weird, but she was holding on to the rope and she was like getting pulled up and there was fire. And then what rained down from the ceiling was like big chicken wings that you would see in like a cartoon, like they're like that big. Not like normal chicken wings where you just like eat them like that. No, they were like this long. Like the size of like my kneecap to my feet. Like that. And they were talking. And it was my mom. My mom was a chicken wing. She had died, become a chicken wing in 1 second. And then my dad was sitting at like the long table that like rich people have. Like we were in a mansion, so this is like okay. And it was like a long table that went all across. There was only one person in it. And it was like this long table. He was sitting there and he was eating the chicken wing. And I was confused, okay? And then somehow it teleported to this place where it had like 2 airplanes. And there was one giant, huge guy, like so tall, like taller than everyone else. And he was standing there weirdly. And then me and Riley he was sending 2 people up into like planes and they would fly a little bit, then he would grab the planes and start to eat them and then like take them out of his mouth and put 2 new people in them. And it was really strange, and there was 2 of them, so me and her went in one and then the other. It was really creepy, really weird. But besides that, then after apparently I came in a scooter, so I was like, oh no, I can't find my scooter. And usually where there's not a picnic table, because there's never a picnic table at my school, there was a picnic table over there. And it had my scooter, my iPhone 5 that I died for, and more things like that, like a backpack and stuff like that. And I was like, okay, that's weird. And then when we got over there, we were somehow, like, I got my scooter. We were somehow driving home. I got my scooter. We were driving home. Like, anyways, after that, I don't even know if this was a different dream, but it was like the same thing. So, you know, my mom died by becoming a chicken wing, all right? And then fast forward like 10 minutes later, I'm pulling up to a college, not a hospital for my chicken wing mom. No, a college for child abuse. And then I don't even walk up there. No, I'm not even there. I'm just like watching this like a movie. And my mom gets in a locker, like puts all her stuff in the locker, and then my dad shows up. But it was really weird because it was like, have you ever seen like the Family Guy styled cartoons? Like This Is Family Guy? They looked like that. Like my mom looked like Lois, but like human. and like alive. And my dad looked like Peter Griffin, but like alive. This is Peter Griffin, by the way. And I was just so confused. And then my dad took out all the stuff from this one locker and my mom said, "Oh, that's someone's locker." And he was like, "Okay, whose locker is this?" And this person was like, "Mine, mine." And my dad wouldn't listen. And then finally he shoved all the stuff on the ground. And then my mom woke me up. I don't know what that dream's about, but like, I am so confused, okay? So confused. Dream number 2. I have to tell you a backstory to this dream. So, my dad was going to work. He's a construction worker, so he was going to work in our old truck, which never broke down before. So he's going past this little abandoned house, and he's like, "Whoa, that's creepy. I would never want to stay there for a night." And he's like going past it. He went all the way to work, all the way back. And then the next day, well, he told my mom about it. And then the next day, he was going there, and his car broke down right in front of this house. And he pushed it into the driveway because he didn't want to risk his car getting like more smashed than it already was, like more broken. So then when my dad had lost all hope, he called his friend and he's like, "Hey, can you come pick me up? My car broke down in front of this creepy house." And he thought, whatever, it's just a creepy house. I seen it yesterday. Must have been a coincidence. And then my dad was like, "Hey, I still have a bunch of time. So why don't I take a picture of this house to show my wife?" And once he took a picture, he was going over the picture and he was like, "What's that in the window?" And I'm like really scared, that's why I'm looking around. And he was like, "What's that in the window?" He was so creeped out, so scared. It was this white figure, one hand on the window, looking out. Little girl. White figure. Once again, hand window, looking out directly at the camera. And then he came home, showed my mom, proceeded to show me, even though I was like 6. And that night, I had the creepiest, most weirdest dream I had ever had. Even creepier than that other dream that I just told you about. Okay? This dream was, I was walking in front of this house, and I had the urge to walk right in the house. And I was looking around, and it was burnt. The house wasn't burnt when my dad showed me, but this house was burnt down, crusty, disgusting. Like, I would never feel the urge to walk in this house in real life. But I decided, hey, this house, beautiful. And then so I walked in this house, and there was a rocking chair. I came to look at the rocking chair. I was like, "Hello, hello, hello, hello." And then I turned the rocking chair, and there was this bear, not a real bear, stuffed bear, one eye taken out, like it was all beat up, one leg was torn off, and I just got really scared, and I was like, okay, someone's been here recently, because it looked like a new teddy bear that someone destroyed. And then I turn around, and I see this little, tiny child. At first, he looked like he had flash. He was completely normal. And I was like, "Are you okay?" And he said, "Mommy says don't talk to strangers." And then I said, "Are you okay though?" And his skin from his shins started peeling up into flesh. And then when I went to help him, he ran away and disappeared out of the house. I was scared to death at that point, but I didn't run out of the house, no, because I'm stupid. I ran upstairs. And there I was looking around in this girl's room. And then this girl said, "Mommy, Mommy," and she was looking for a mom. So I was like, "Do you need help finding your mom? This is a really scary place. I think you should get out of here." And she turned her neck completely backwards, like as if you broke someone's neck and cut it off, turned it backwards. But she didn't do that. No, her neck snapped and folded itself, folded the skin to look at me. And in the deepest, most creepiest voice, I heard, "You're not my mommy." And then same thing with the boy. Her skin started peeling up from the shins, but this time I couldn't move. I wasn't having sleep paralysis, no, because I wasn't in my own room, but I couldn't move, physically in the dream. I was doing this to try to move, try to run away, or jump out the window. That's probably what I was gonna do, but instead I had to watch this poor little girl. She was screaming as her skin peeled up and her flesh burnt off of herself until she was only bones fall to the ground. And that's what happened. And then, like a movie, the screen went black. Let's just say that was the scariest dream I have ever had. So I hope you enjoyed this really weird video that I just decided to do. Thank you so much for putting up with my weird dreams, and if you want a part 2, give this a like, and if it only gets 1 like, I'm fine because I never get likes at all. So if you do like this, then make sure to give it a like. Love you guys. Bye.
I am the one, the way your son don't need a gun to get respect up on the